We are on stage at Earth Day 2012 on the National Mall. With me is a guy who Time Magazine called one of their heroes. He's one of my heroes, too. 42 years ago, Denis Hayes started Earth Day, and here we are, Dennis, all these years later.
It's good to be here with you again, Cerphe. It doesn't seem like 42 years, though, does it?
It does not.
Yeah.
It seems about 10.
Yeah, no, until I look in the mirror in the morning. Then it seems like I might have been 60. You know, it's been a great 42 years. Made a huge amount of progress. Running into some shoals now, but we've really got a movement still behind us.
The thing that I'm seeing, and I've been talking to a lot of people over the last couple of weeks in preparation of today, is that a lot of kids are being very, very conscious about the earth and what's going on with the environment. It seems to me that they've got an understanding that obviously over the last 4 decades this has been building up, and that's good to see because we need the kids to get it.
We do indeed, and a lot of that has to do with environmental education, which basically didn't exist in 1970, now being in virtually every school in this country and a great many schools around the planet. There is something that's going on with this generation that's very different. You know, in the 60s, it was all about protests and demonstrations and political actions. We're having a little bit of difficulty getting the younger kids to get not only out on the streets, but even politically involved. It's much more they care about themselves, their families, maybe their neighborhoods, their communities. Somehow we've got to build upon that base of, you know, think local, think global, do something local, to actually, after you've done it local, get your acts together and get up there and start changing government as well.
You know, there was a speaker up here earlier this afternoon before you came on stage. She is a NASCAR driver, and she's very much into the green, and she's been in the scene for a while. And what she's been doing when she races, and many of these NASCAR fans are kids, they're very young, is that she has leaflets to give them, and she's got a message for them. And I think that's so cool because a lot of times for us, we preach to the choir. But here she's reaching some of that youth, and that's great after 42 years.
Yeah, no, it's terrific. I mean, the movement has sort of been dominated by spokespeople who are lawyers and scientists and occasionally economists. Then we turned up to movie stars and entertainers. Now we're reaching out and getting a lot of spokespeople who are doing things like driving for NASCAR, playing professional sports, Olympic athletes, people that are farmers that are sort of unexpected, and yet they do a wonderful job of carrying the message.
Well, it's good, buddy. It's good to see you here today, and you had great things to say when you were up here on stage, and even though a little rain from Mother Nature, the party goes on.
No, Washington, D.C. desperately needed the rain, and we'll take it whenever we get it, though I sure wish it could have been tomorrow. But we'll see you here next year and maybe 42 more, sir.
There you go. Denis Hayes from Earth Day Network, live from EcoPlanet Radio on the Mall in D.C. today.